Some doors are closed for a reason, and some roads too. Some paths are never meant to be taken, because once you do, there's no turning back. It started like any other morning. Adam overslept. His sister came to awake him. Brian rushed out of his house, still chewing his breakfast. Daniel argued with his father about skipping class. The three finally met in the school ground, joking about how late they were. The day rolled on, classes, friends, laughter. Nothing strange at all, until the final bell rang. It was time to go home. They were going back home from school. The moment they stepped onto their usual road, everything felt wrong. The air was heavy. The sky turned dark too fast, as if evening had arrived early. The houses looked abandoned. Windows cracked, doors wide open, curtains moving when no one was inside. An old woman stood on a balcony, staring at them. Daniel waved nervously. She vanished. Brian muttered, "Did you see that?" Adam whispered, "This isn't our street." They walked further, and then saw it. A playground, but not a normal one. Swings rocked violently, the seats empty. The merry-go-round spun on its own, too fast to be natural. A seesaw slammed up and down, like invisible children were playing. On the fence, carved deep into the wood, "We see you!" And all around them, the people on the street had changed. The shopkeeper, the balloon seller, strangers passing by. Their faces were pale, their eyes hollow, their movements stiff like broken dolls. And all of them stared. Then came the sound, the hiss of brakes. A bus rolled up, rusted windows cracked, paint peeling. Yet its engine roared like it was alive. Children's laughter spilled into the night. The doors creaked open. Against every instinct, they stepped inside. The smell hit first. Dust, mold, and something rotten. Seats torn. Cobwebs on the windows. At the front sat the driver. His head hung too low. His hands gripped the wheel, long, pale, cracked. Then his head twitched. Slowly he turned. His face was gray, his eyes glowed faint red. He smiled, showing sharp, jagged teeth. "Tickets, please." The boys froze. The doors slammed shut. The bus roared forward. The city outside twisted into nightmares. An alley filled with black water. A house burning silently with no sound of fire. A shop full of mannequins, all turning their heads toward the bus. A clock tower with no hands, chiming again and again. The laughter of children echoed from every seat, though the bus looked empty. Then Brian gasped. At the back sat a little girl. Her hair covered her face. She held a broken doll. She whispered again and again, "You shouldn't be here. He won't let you leave." The bus screeched to a stop. Outside was no city street. It was a graveyard. Rows of tombstones stretched into the fog. Insects crawled everywhere. Beetles, centipedes, worms twisting in the dirt. The boys stepped out, trembling. From the mist came a lantern glow. A graveyard caretaker appeared, shovel in hand, his eyes empty, his voice cracked. "You don't belong here. This bus only carries the chosen." Adam begged, "Chosen for what?" The caretaker raised his lantern to a fresh grave. On the stone, a name was already carved. Daniel Carter. Daniel's face drained of color. "No, this isn't real." The ground beneath him split open. Skeletal hands burst out, grabbing his legs. He screamed as he was dragged down. Adam and Brian pulled at him, but the caretaker rasped, "If the grave wants him, he's already gone." The soil swallowed him whole. Silence followed. The caretaker stepped back into the fog. "Two left," he whispered. The bus honked sharply. The driver stood in the doorway now, grinning. "Next stop," he hissed. Adam and Brian's feet moved against their will. They climbed back inside. The little girl was gone. Only her doll remained, its head twisted backward. The doors slammed shut. The bus thundered forward. Outside, the world twisted worse. A bridge hanging over nothing. A row of houses, every window showing the same figure waving. A forest where every tree's bark had a screaming face. Brian clutched Adam's shoulder. "This ride, it never ends." The driver chuckled. "Not for both of you." Adam shut his eyes. Darkness swallowed everything. Adam awoke in his bed. Morning sun filled the room. He told himself it was just a dream. But at school, Daniel's desk was empty. When Adam asked about him, the teacher frowned. "Daniel, who's that?" His classmates stared at him as if he was crazy. Adam found Brian later that day. Neither spoke, but both knew the truth. Months passed. Adam tried to forget. Until one night, he woke to the sound. The hiss of brakes outside his window. Heart racing, he pulled the curtain aside. The same bus, its doors open, passengers boarding. People from his street, faces pale, movement stiff, stepping inside. At the front, the driver grinned, eyes glowing faint red. The little girl sat with her doll, waiting. Children's laughter filled the night. The bus roared, headlights blazing, vanishing into the fog. Adam whispered to himself, "It's back." Some buses don't take you home. They take you where you truly belong.